Consider this your warning that this video will contain spoilers. Alright, hi YouTube, I'm Kayla Lafroth.
And I'm Hunter, and we are the Dynamic Duo in Dynamic Duo Studios.
So, as many of you know, Season 7 of Ninjago is coming, which should be totally cool. It's centered around Cole, and apparently all of the villains, or a lot of them, the old villains, are coming back for this season.
So cool.
So, we are giving them what we believe is the top 5 best Ninjago villains of all time.
Starting at number 5, we have Scales, the Hypno Bride.
So, Scales is actually one of my favorites, and I was like, we need to put him on this list. For those of you who need a little refresher, Scales is the Hypno Bride General, the big blue snake, and he was primarily in Season 1 and a little bit at the beginning of Season 2.
Scales is smart, cunning, and best of all, honorable, as he challenged the general of the Hypno Bride to a battle so he could become the winner. After he won, he treated Lloyd like garbage, as rightfully so.
Scales is actually really funny too. He has all these awesome sarcastic retorts, and he just, I don't know, like by the end, he gets so done with Pythor, and he's like, oh my gosh, this guy is crazy and an idiot. Scales is very funny and witty, and so he definitely deserves the number 5 slot.
Next up on number 4, we have Pythor P. Chumsworth.
Pythor?
The first.
Pythor is hilarious. Oh my gosh, like when he was totally duping Lloyd when he was like 12 or something, it was so funny.
He quickly rose to the top of the food chain with his great ambition, uniting the 5 serpentine tribes.
And keep in mind, these people have been feuding for who knows how long, and he manages to unite them by promising to unleash this great devourer.
Even after being eaten by the great devourer, it doesn't stop him, as he tries to take over the world with the Overlord.
This guy is very determined and definitely ambitious. Next up is a number 3 is a villain that I'm actually very sympathetic towards, and that is Wawro, the ghost green ninja wannabe.
More than a wannabe, he was a poor man outside of Sensei Wu's dojo when he found him. Broken, but talented. After some training, he was believed to become the Green Ninja until unfortunately he walked into the room with the golden weapons and was not.
So he spends the rest of his life trying to defy destiny, which I think is pretty cool and an admirable cause, because he is so skilled and he knows I deserve to be the Green Ninja as much as anyone. Unfortunately though, it ends in his tragic demise.
After he becomes a ghost, he comes back and changes destiny, as he does temporarily become the Green Ninja and scaring the gods of destiny.
Wawro is just a really cool guy. Like, I love his voice.
So you can take the realm crystal and use it to find your own prized pupil!
There's just something about him, you're like, you know what, that's a cool villain.
Unfortunately, his arrogance is what brings him to demise, as he tragically dies at the end of Season 5 with water.
I was so sad. I was like, no, don't die, Wawro. Okay, alright, on to our next villain.
Next, with our runner-up, we have Chen, the lovable noodle man.
Master Chen, though, does not just sell noodles. He is the leader of an Andachondrite cultist thing on an island, and he runs a noodle shop from there.
Unraveling his plan, he secretly steals powers from everybody by holding elemental tournaments, so he can become the greatest of all time, for he was not born with elemental gifts.
You kind of have to respect a man who's like, you know what, I have these limitations, other people have these powers, and I'm not gonna let that stop me. Like, I kind of appreciate that.
I also love the fact his like reactions and like interactions.
Oh, I know, he's so funny. Like, he's always, I don't know, like he finds great enjoyment of the drama of others.
Also watching some of his funny clips like Chair Play Chen.
Oh, that one's a good one.
Like
if you haven't seen it, you need to see it.
It's just so funny. And I really love Chen. He definitely deserves our spot at number 2.
So yeah, Chen is a great villain. So now, because we want to keep you in suspense before we say the number 1, we're going to go over a few honorable mentions. We have Chop and Kapow from Season 4, the two kind of bumbling, I don't know, sidekicks, but they were pretty funny. And then we have Flintlock from Season 6.
Then we got Klaus. Klaus was funny, as we said we like his reactions with Chen.
And finally we have Ronin, and he probably would have made the top 5 had he been a villain longer, but he was kind of like on again, off again. Alright then, on to number 1.
Can we get a drum roll, please?
Alright, this is definitely by far the best villain in Ninjago of all time, and it is
Lord Garmadon.
Lord Garmadon is a classic villain. He's got the best evil laugh on the block. Honestly, he's great, but he's more than just your oh, I'm evil face. He has got a seriously tragic backstory.
Being the mature one in the family after Sensei Wu accidentally threw over his sword,
Good job, Wu.
he was able to go, he went over for his brother and then got bit by the great devourer, slowly poisoning him, turning him evil.
This whole time, it's a lot of Garmadon is like an inner conflict and a struggle with himself as he wants to do the right thing and he loves his son, Lloyd Garmadon, and he has this pull, this draw to light, but the evil has got too much of a hold on him and he keeps succumbing to the darkness.
Garmadon has done amazing feats where he has destroyed the Great Devourer by himself, and he was able to form with the Overlord. Yeah!
That was great. He also took out all the Anacondrae, so he's really good battling snakes. He is awesome, and he eventually is redeemed, which makes us very happy. But at the same time, I kind of miss the old villain Garmadon, even though Sensei Garmadon is pretty great.
We hope he makes a spectacular return in Season 7, and I hope it happens, but it probably won't.
Well, so I'm hoping, because we didn't think Moro was going to be in there, and then in the promo it showed Moro, and so we're hoping that he will just come in at the end and it will be great. So, we love Garmadon.
And he definitely deserves the #1 spot.
Alright, let us know what you guys think of our list, and if you agree with it, if you don't, please keep your comments clean. Please, please, please. We want to keep this a nice place for everybody.
Let us know your top 5 and why you like them the best.
Also, don't forget to subscribe to us and check us out on social media if you want more behind the scenes stuff. Alright then, this is Kayla.
And I'm Hunter.
And we are Dynamic Duo Studios.
That's a wrap!